What's going on, everybody? In this video, I'm gonna talk to you guys about NoiseAware. If you're in a high traffic area and you're worried about noise with your guests at Airbnb, tune in. So I'm gonna walk you guys through the process of setting up a new home with the NoiseAwares. So this is one of the NoiseAware products, pretty small and simple, you can see. It basically kind of just looks like a smoke detector. This is the one for outdoors. I don't think there's any other company that has one for outdoors. So if you have a pool area or game area, you have close neighbors and you're worried about, people just being flat out too loud outside, this is your go-to. You just kind of screw it up in the ceiling. And then this device is the one that goes inside the house. And one thing I love about this one, you guys, is you can screw it straight into the outlet. That way guests don't unplug it. But even if guests were to unplug it or you lose signal on the Wi-Fi, this thing right here will automatically notify you in the app. So my recommendation, I like to put this in like the most common area of space. So in this house, it's like the living room, pool table area, and I'm gonna show you guys how to put this in. So these devices, honestly, you guys, are pretty much game changer. If you're in any Airbnb place where policy is a little strict, or you have neighbors that are a little strict on short-term rentals, or you just want to be a great host and a good neighbor, and you're worried about having parties, or even just loud noise at all hours of the night, this thing right here will help you sleep a lot better at night. So basically what it does, I put it in my listing also, to be very clear. I let all my guests know that we have NoiseAware monitoring systems in the house, and it doesn't record. Let me be clear on that, it does not record, but what it does is it picks up the decimal sound. Now the decimal sound will go straight into an app, and if it gets to a certain level that is too high over and over and over again, it will send me a notification. Also, it will send the guest a notification to let them know that they're being too loud. Also, what's really great about the NoiseAware device, they're smart enough to understand if it's a really quick loud noise or a consistent loud noise with music. So a couple examples. Consistent loud noise, let's say they have the speakers on and a lot of guests are yelling and screaming, making noise, whatever, right? So that decimal is gonna be at like 75 for 10, 15, 20 minutes. Then that's probably gonna be an issue. It's gonna text your guests, let them know that the sound is too loud. It's also gonna notify me through the app that I might want to reach out to my guests. Now, if a guest is in the kitchen, maybe they drop a coffee mug and it's just a real quick, loud sound, it's gonna spike and then go right back down. So it knows that they're not loud intentionally. So another great thing about this, it can really save you a lot of troubles. Say you have a neighbor that just flat out does not like short-term rentals and they're always calling the cops complaining that you are too loud and people are yelling and screaming. Well, if the cops were to come, I have all the information on the app. I can show them and be like, look, the decimals are not loud. The neighbor just flat out doesn't like short-term rentals. Here's all my monitoring system. That way, I could possibly not get a fine or not get in trouble. I have proof. Proof is super key. All right, so then you come here to the app. This is the NoiseAware app. Open up the NoiseAware app. You go to the dashboard, you click on sensors, you hit setup, and then we're gonna set up the indoor one first. Click on the indoor, begin setup, enable. And then these will just pair with each other and then it connects with the Wi-Fi. So now it's having me pair it. So I'm gonna plug it in. I kind of chose like a central spot in the kitchen, living room area. Yeah, once it's plugged in, you guys will start seeing the light flash a couple times. Ask you to set up your Wi-Fi. Yeah, so once you get the Wi-Fi connected, then you wanna choose the property, which I already have the property set up. This is Palm Zona, and we're gonna do indoor. Let's do family. Next, you see the light start to flash a bunch. That means it got connected. tap a button, take a picture. This is how easy and quick it is for me to set it up. It takes only about 10 minutes. So since this is an indoor one, I can adjust my threshold. The threshold is based on the sound. Honestly, I leave it pretty close to where it is. You can click on the different sound decibels and increase. So maybe let's put it to 75. And from anywhere from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. Then you can do 80, anywhere from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. So you get the idea. Let's hit save. And that's it. Yeah, so once I get everything installed on the phone and it's plugged in, make sure everything's working, then what I'll do is I'll unplug it and use the existing screw for the outlet and screw it in. I love this feature because then it's mounted in the wall, so guests can't accidentally pull it out, which is awesome. And if it does happen to get disconnected, it will automatically text me. So let me show you guys how simple it is just to screw it in. So basically unplug it, use the existing screw that comes with the outlet. Hopefully you guys know how to unscrew this better than I do. Then you just simply plug it straight back in, and you use this screw right here. This part now, it's nice and secure. So now I'm gonna talk about putting the outdoor sensor in. You wanna find a spot outside where it's away from like the AC unit or like the pool equipment that's just constantly making noise. I always like to put it by like a door and the pool area. And then you wanna find a spot that you can screw it in. So I find like a piece of wood or whatnot, and you wanna screw it in to the top. And I'm gonna show you guys how to take it apart and get it ready for outside. And the outdoor sensor runs on batteries. I have no idea how long they last, but it seems like they last forever. I can't even remember the last time I changed out my battery. So I would probably say like a year, and I just change out all the batteries on all my devices at the same time. So this is the sensor. Basically, you just wanna unscrew right here at the top. It's battery operated. So then this piece, learned from me, is super tricky to take off. So use your screwdriver, stick it underneath here, and you hear it pop. Once it pops like that, then you get the other side. Just depends sometimes, and then there you go. The reason why you do that is this is where you put the screw in, and then that screw goes up into the ceiling. But let's pair it to the phone. So again, we're gonna set up the outdoor device. You hit sensors, set up your sensor. You wanna look for the outdoor one. Begin setup. It already picks up the other sensor in the room, so it will automatically connect, and then you just say outdoor. Next. This is again where you add the thresholds. When it's outside, I like to keep the settings they know best and a little bit more sensitive with the noise. That's it. Now let's install it. Then you just put this thing back together like this. Screw it on. Bada bing, bada boom. Rest easy now. So if you guys want to go out and buy yourself a NoiseAware for your vacation rentals, the link below, you can use my code and save 15% off. So thank you for that. If you enjoy the video, subscribe. Thank you guys. See you guys all next Tuesday. I'm out of here because that took forever.